on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the LSU Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, checking in with Coach Heupel before the game, he told me that his quarterback deserves all of the Heisman attention that he is receiving. We have seen what he's been able to do through the air. He is top 5 right now in the country in passing touchdowns, and he continues to improve in his ball security. I believe he belongs in that conversation for Heisman Trophy, but we'll keep you posted. This could change through the course of the season, but right now, he is on track to hear his name called in New York. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Vols ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The LSU Tigers offense will get the football first. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. You want to talk about seeing the field. Last time out, better than 70% completion and more than 400 yards through the air. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with third down and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Smalls.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Under fire. On target. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Got his man down the middle. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They want to throw it. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Had it in his hands for the score. And ball to the turf, it'll be 3rd down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Volunteers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
It's been so much fun watching this offense, and a big part of why they're in college football playoff contention has been the passing attack, and this wide receiver specifically, and kudos to him because he had a lot of expectations on him and a lot of attention from opposing defenses. All season long, he keeps showing up, and he keeps making plays. Nobody has been able to cover him, and there is no question in this game, if they're going to win, he's got to have a big day.
Could not make his way to the corner. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man to the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Vols want to move quickly. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the right. The short hands. It's Malls. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. He goes right back to the air. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on the money. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Working the middle, it's complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with.
Maybe a crease. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Trying to run, it's Levis. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action. Turning it on. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Guys, LSU has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. Bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. They will score. Touchdown ball. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's complete on the right side. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Makes the catch. It's Wade. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The play-action fake. Got his man. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do.
Got it! Touchdown, Tigers! He got a step and just dusted the field. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He locked up and held on to bring him down. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Keeps it going. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They wheeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
The sure hands, it's Levis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Forced out of the pocket. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
2nd and 1, and they're going to make him line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a draft.
Got a little grass. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Vols line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, Dave.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Bring in the heat. And they got it.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Mosley. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Hardy. Shakes off the defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And it's right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 3rd. Buying some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, give to Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, they're after him. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's got him. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tennessee! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great week 8. We begin with Minnesota taking on the #1 team, the USC Trojans.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, Tigers! A pick 6!
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22. The Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Vols decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw again. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Tigers! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed behind the line, it's Mosley. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. That's caught. It's Mosley. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Using his legs, it's Levis. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. They'll ride the hot hand. Could be an alley. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Handoff to the lone back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Might be changing the route. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. LSU quick to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Levis. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped. LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Hardy. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Offense gets set for second down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down. The Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for space. It's Levis. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. First and 10 for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Jacobs. Got a man. It's Wade. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quickly complete. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's got it. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Pulls it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Jacobs. Fakes to grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense.
Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets away.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes a man miss. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Vols will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It's complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays and the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moving out to the right. Slings it downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10.
Still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As we check in with Holly.
This defense is absolutely going crazy. They have continued to dominate in this ballgame, giving their team the lead, and they can see they're getting to the...
Snags it, and he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Vols will now use their final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Going to the run, it's late. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Well, it hasn't been easy, but I'm impressed with what this quarterback has been able to do today, going up against a defense that really had his number. David, he got hit over and over again, took a couple sacks, he's turned it over a few times, but you can't talk enough about the composure and the poise and the resiliency of this upperclassman quarterback finding a way to get it done.
A lot of times you get hit, you start seeing go.
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man. It's Robinson. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. And he's just going to spike it. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Slay. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.